Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we come now to questions 12 and 13. This one is very short, and it is the last question on the present value of an annuity without a service fee or without a service charge. And the next one will deal with the present value of an annuity with a service charge or a service fee. What is a service fee? You will deal with that when it comes to the next topic. Example 3.5, present value of an annuity with a service charge. Now, question number 9 says 900 is deposited monthly into an account for 20 months only, and then is left to earn interest at 10% per annum compounded monthly. Remember, I always say to you that whenever there is an annuity, being a series of equal payments that are made at regular intervals of time at the same rate of interest, when you stop making the payments, you need to calculate the future value of these annuities. If, let us say, you make 20 payments, then when you stop on the 20th payment, calculate the future value. It is always the case, but it might be the present value depending in which direction are you looking at it. Now, we are then required to calculate how many whole number of withdrawals of 1000 can be made from the account starting at the end of month 28. In other words, how much can this person withdraw from the account starting at the end of month 23, meaning how many 1000s can he withdraw? If he saved 900 every month for 20 months, then from month number 21, the amount was earning interest up until month number 27. Then from month number 28, he then start making withdrawals of 1000. How many will be these withdrawals if this person withdraw a series of equal withdrawals of 1000? Now we are focusing on the withdrawals, not on the repayments. Now let us first calculate the future value of the deposits that we have made for 20 months. Then after, we take that future value to become the present value. Once again, remember, this is month 1, month number 2, month number 3, up to month number 20. We were making payments of 900, payments of 900, payments of 900 for 20 PMTs. So we need the future value at the last payment. Then now this future value will earn interest up until month number 27. It will earn interest up until month number 27. Not to say it won't earn interest in month number 28. It's just that in month number 28 now, this person then begins to make withdrawals. So now we have to stop just one period before. Then after, we deal with the rest of the calculations. Now, let us then now continue on that note, where we're now calculating the future value of the payments of 900, and this future value will be changed to a present value, and I earn interest up until month number 27. Then after, in month number 28, then we start calculating now the monthly payments in terms of how many withdrawals of 1000 can this person make, because we already know that is going to withdraw 1000. Then in other words, we are calculating n, how many withdrawals of 1000 can be made out of this amount which is in the account at the end of month 27, such that 1000s will be withdrawn for the next period that we are looking for. Now, let us then begin with the future value of the PMTs of 900. Plus minus 900 were the monthly payments. Remember, PMT is when it's a series of equal amounts that are made at regular time intervals. The interest rate, it is 10% compounded monthly. Then our N, it is 20, and we compute the future value of these savings. Then interest, it is 10% compounded monthly. That one we are very clear with it. Then now we are looking for the future value of these payments. Then we can use our smart financial calculator, and our smart financial calculator is there at the back. We're calculating the future value. How much are we paying every month? We are paying an amount of 900. For how long? For 20 times. The interest rate is at 10%, and we calculate the future value, 19,498.84. 19,498 19,498.84. So now this becomes our this is our future value, and it's the future value at the end of month 20 when the last payment is made. Remember, I did draw a line to you and I said at the end of month 20 this is what we have in the account, but we need to know how much must be in the account at the end of month 27. At the end of month 27, one period before the withdrawals of 1000, because we know that in month number 28 this person will start withdrawing an amount of 1000. So now we need the balance a period before the withdrawal take place. So now this future value then becomes a present value and will earn interest month 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Then after one period after, there are withdrawals of 1000 that will take place. The question is, how many withdrawals can be made out of the amount that is in the account at the end of month 27? So now we can again use our formula and say future value is equal to 19,498 rand 84 cents. 98 rand for 84 cents is to 1 plus 0.10 divided by 12. Obviously it will be month 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That means this will definitely have to be to the power of 7. Simple terms, at the same time you can say 27 minus 20, because we're starting in month number 21, so this will be to the power of 7. There are different ways again, guys, of doing this. Let me first do this. 19,498.84 open brackets 1 plus 0.10 divided by 12 close brackets to the power of 7 equals, we get an amount of 20,665 20,665 rand 11 cents. So this is the future value of this amount at the end of month 11, meaning future value and month 27. This is what we calculated. So this is the future value at this point in time at the end of month number 27, which we could have said plus minus in a calculator. 19,498 rand 84 cents is our present value. Interest is 10 divided by 12, and our n is equal to 7. Let me just use something different. Our n is equal to 27 minus 20, meaning up to month 27 from month 21, meaning we are excluding month 20. We're starting in the month 21, meaning from the next month that we have deducted up to the last month. So that will be from month 21 up to month 27, which is obviously 7. Then we compute the future value. I just want to do this also in both ways, although I know that I've dealt with this foundation very well previously. So we say plus minus 19,498.84 is our present value. 10 divided by 12 is our interest. 7 is our n. We compute the future value. We still get to the same 20,665 rand 11 cents. So now what I'm trying to bring across to you guys is the fact that you can use this formula, which is sum accumulated, which I introduced it to you when we dealt with the compound interest topic. So you don't have to always stick to the functions of the calculator. Now that we know how much is in the account at the end of month 27, we need to calculate how many 1000s can be withdrawn from this amount from month number 28 up until where we don't know. So now we're calculating our n. We know how much will be withdrawn, meaning we know our PMT is 1000. We know that this person wants to withdraw 1000 at the rate of interest, or the amount in the investment still earning interest at 10% divided by 12. Every time this person withdraws, still there will be interest added for that period based on the balance at the beginning of the period. We don't know our n, but we know how much is the present value. That the present value, it is 20,665 rand 11 cents. Then we compute n. We are looking for n in this case. So now we have everything that we want. Remember, PMT, or the PMT can be positive, although we normally prefer the PV to be the one that is plus minus. But even if we use PMT, that makes no difference. We have 1000 PMT plus minus 20,665.11 is the present value. We have 10 divided by 12 as our interest. And what are we calculating? We are calculating our n, and our n is equal to 22.7375,161. So now, in other words, this is equivalent to 23. In simple terms, remember, we need to respond to the question now. And this is very important in these types of questions. The question said, how many whole numbers of withdrawals of 1000 can be made from the account starting the end of month 28? How many of them? There is 22. The answer is 22, not 23, because we know from the previous recording that there are 22 withdrawals of 1000. There are 22 withdrawals of 1000 that will be made. The last withdrawal will be less than 1000. So they said how many whole. So in your answers, there will be different answers. One will be 23, one will be 22. And wonder which one is the correct one. The correct one is 22, because 22 withdrawals of 1000 will be made. The 23rd withdrawal will be less than 1000. How do we know that? We know it because we'll be doing it right now. I will prove it to you that the last withdrawal will be smaller than other withdrawals. So now that we know that 22 full 1000 will be made, we also need to know now what is the amount of the last withdrawal. What is the amount of the last withdrawal? So in other words, we need to calculate the future value of the balance we had from month number 27 and the future value of the withdrawals, so that we strike the difference and see how much will be the last amount. Then after the 22 withdrawals are made, then after we add interest only for 1 month. And I did calculate this in the previous questions. I still remember very well. Now what are we going to do in this case? We are going to be calculating the balance, and we'll be calculating the balance using amount. Why are we using amount now? Is because my calculator knows that 22 payments, full 22 payments of 1000 will be made. That is what is in the memory of my calculator. That means now we will have to use the amount function. We have to use the amount function. I don't want to take it the very long way calculating the future values. It will be delaying us very much, of which we can also do that. Then we need to calculate the amount function, or use the amount function. Now we need to know how much is the balance after 22 payments or withdrawals are made. I have to look for balance after 22 has been withdrawn, because this person is withdrawing 1000. So now we need to say amount 22, AMRT, amount 22. Amount 22, what does it mean? It means we are going to get a balance after the 22nd withdrawal has been made. That's what amount means. When you say amount 22, you get a balance after a withdrawal has been made, or after a specific payment has been made. In this case, the person is making withdrawals. So we need to know how much will be the balance after the full 22 withdrawals of 1000 are made. So now hence we use amount 22. Remember, make sure that you first have to calculate n as 22 and you don't clear your calculator. Then after you press amount, then you say, it will say amount P1. We don't want P1 because P1 is payment number 1, which indicate in this case withdrawal number 1. You scroll down with the arrow there on top, the arrow that goes down, you press the arrow, it says amount 2. Then we don't want amount 2, payment number 2, but we want payment number 8. Then after we say 8 and say enter. Then now it says amount P2 is equal to 8. Then we scroll down after that. Then it will give us the balance after now, the balance after the 19th withdrawal was made. Now after we get to that balance, and if you scroll down, it says balance 13,000, and if you scroll down again you get principal, and if you scroll down you get let me just recheck that again, because I'm getting a different figure. And now we say again we have 1000, which is our PMT. Then we have our 19,000, we have 20,665.11 as our plus minus present value. We have 10 divided by 12 as our interest. We compute our n. Yes, 22.77. Then after we say amount 22. Then amount 22, we say enter. Or previously I said amount 8, and I don't know why I said amount 8. Amount 22, then we say enter, meaning under amount P2 we say 22 and enter. We scroll down. Yes, I was wondering now why I'm getting a very big amount. Previously I said amount 8, and I don't know where the 8 was coming from. Now we have a balance after the 22nd payment was made, which is 768 rand 08 cents. So now this is the balance after the 22nd withdrawal was made. This is the balance after the 22nd withdrawal was made. Sorry for the error that I've done previously. Then now if this is the balance after the 22nd withdrawal was made, then this amount will earn interest. We need to add interest. If we remember it will be 768.08 times by 0.10 times by 1/12. This will give us the interest only for 1 month. Then we add the interest. This will tell us the balance, or that will be withdrawn at the end of the 23rd month. we have 768.08 times 0.10 times 1 divided by 12. We say the interest for the 23rd month will be 6 rand 40 cents. This will be the interest for the 23rd month. So now when this person is making withdrawal of the 23rd withdrawal, it will be plus 768.08. So now this will be the last withdrawal, 774.48. So now this is the amount of the last withdrawal, and we can see that the amount of the last withdrawal is not the same as 1000. It is less than 1000 rand. So now that simply means that it was true that we are going to make 22 whole withdrawals of 1000. Then the 23rd one, so this is 23rd withdrawal. The 23rd withdrawal will be less than 1000, which is the amount of the last withdrawal, 774.48. With that, guys, let me say thank you very much. You've been wonderful once again.